I'm Valerie Bertinelli. You may know me from Kids Baking Championship or Valerie's Home Cooking. Today, we are making angel hair pasta with a fresh tomato sauce. This is the perfect summertime meal, and you're using tomatoes that are at the peak of their season, where they're just delicious and ripe and juicy, and you just want to eat tomatoes all the time. So the first thing we want to do before we start cooking together is you want to get a big pot of water on your stovetop. While you're waiting for that to boil, you want to also have some garlic cloves, 4 of them, already peeled. So let's get cooking. The way we're going to make this fresh tomato sauce is we're not going to cook the tomatoes. It's summer. Let's really taste how delicious they are. So we're going to infuse some olive oil with some garlic and a little bit of red pepper chili flakes. And those 2 things in the olive oil is really going to flavor up your pasta. So the first thing we want to do is get these beautiful garlic cloves sliced up. You want to slice them nice and thin because you want them to melt down into the oil and really infuse all this garlic flavor. And you really want to use high quality olive oil, something where you really taste that beautiful green, grassy flavor that virgin olive oil can have. And virgin olive oil just means that it's only been pressed once. It's really nice, fresh, beautiful olive oil. All right, all these guys are sliced up. Let's get some olive oil into our pan. You just want to get the pan to medium-low. Want to get a 1/4 cup into it. Basically, we really want to cover the bottom of the pan. There you go. Then you want to get all your garlic that you just sliced up, get that into the oil. And it's really important that you keep this on a low or medium temperature because you really don't want to cook the garlic all the way through. Maybe it gets a little light brown, but definitely don't crisp it up. You really want to soften it up and really infuse the oil with all that garlic flavor. All right, while the oil gets infused with the garlic, let's chop up the tomatoes. Today, we're going to be using tomatoes on the vine. You can use heirloom, you can use Roma, whatever happens to be fresh in your market. And you're going to infuse them with the oil, a little bit of basil, almost like a bruschetta, but with angel hair pasta. You take your tomato, slice into it. And what we're going to do is start getting it into dice form. You're adding like a little roadmap for it. Once you get these diced and then this diced, you're gonna have nice little bite-sized pieces. You know who taught me how to slice tomatoes this way? Not my noni, not my mom, Sammy Hagar. That's who taught me to slice tomatoes this way. Sammy used to come over and cook with us, and he loves to cook. He likes collecting wine. So we're just gonna go through all of these tomatoes just like that. More often, I will use a serrated knife. And serrated knives can really be used on tomatoes so much more easily when you find they're just not quite as sharp as they need to be. I'm gonna turn the flame off of the oil because it's sauteing and I don't want it to saute too much. We'll just let it sit there, soak up all that garlic. Super important thing to remember, don't refrigerate your tomatoes. It really kind of takes away the flavor and the sweetness and even the consistency of them. It kind of turns them grainy, and that's what you really don't want in a tomato, especially when in the summer they're so beautiful and so perfect. So I'm looking at my oil over here, and it's looking like we can start adding a little bit of salt and the red pepper flakes. So let's go take a look at our oil. Oh, that looks beautiful. Yeah. It's just softened up in the oil. Let's get a little salt in there. And the red pepper chili flakes. And that's what gets it nice and spicy. So I'm gonna let this infuse the oil a little bit longer. All right, let's get all of these gorgeous tomatoes into the bowl. Then we're gonna cover them with that oil that we just made. We just infused our own oil, you guys. That's how easy it was. There we go. So we've got our tomatoes. We just need to get that oil right over it. What I'm gonna do is just get all of the garlic in there. There we go. Gorge. Mix it up. Oh my God, so shiny and beautiful, vibrant. It smells so good. So let's put this to the side and get our pasta cooking. we're almost finished with our meal. Nice boiling water. Now what we do want to get in here is a lot of salt, because you want your pasta water to be like the ocean, nice and salty, because that's how you're gonna flavor your pasta. This pasta is so thin, angel hair, it's gonna cook so quickly and get it right in. I'm gonna get my pasta fork out, and you want to start, just get it down just a little bit, soften it down. This way it's all gonna cook together. There we go. Now that's not gonna take long, maybe 3 minutes max. So while that's happening, let's get our Parmesan grated. Here's the deal. You can buy grated Parmesan in the market, yes, and I have done that plenty of times. But the thing about this pasta is you want really the best ingredients, because along with the pasta water, the tomato juice, that beautiful infused garlic oil, this is gonna make your pasta sauce. So we're gonna get about a cup. I like a little extra cheese though. I am gonna get the basil quickly chiffonaded. You're gonna grab a few leaves and you're gonna make them into these little ribbons, and it really does make chopping basil go a little bit faster. You wanna open them up, flatten them out, and then once you flatten them out, you're gonna roll them up. So just roll as tightly as you can, and once you've done that, you grab your knife and you put them into little ribbons. I think the pasta is actually done by now. That's how quick it happens. Okay, let's get the pasta in with the tomatoes. You wanna bring your tomatoes over to the pasta. So by using a pasta fork and seeing all that pasta water that's dripping off of the angel hair, that's gonna help you build your sauce. Now let's bring it back over here. Get it mixed together. So that hot pasta just went on room temperature tomatoes. So what's gonna happen is that hot pasta is gonna start to just soften the tomatoes. The starchy pasta water will mix with the other ingredients and make a silky sauce. Getting the Parmesan on top, that nice airy Parmesan. And I'm gonna get some tongs out and start getting all the tomatoes that were on the bottom of the bowl. Try to get those onto the top of the pasta and mix it all together. Oh, you can oh, the pasta just smells so good. The Parmesan, that salty flavor of the Parmesan, and the beautiful bright red tomatoes that are perfectly ripe. You can even see the beautiful pieces of sliced garlic getting in there. I'm gonna throw a little bit of the basil on. You save a little bit for garnish. Speaking of garnishing and plating, let's get started, because I wanna eat it. First, we'll put it in a pretty bowl. Just a little bit out at a time. Don't worry about these tomatoes falling to the bottom. Just wanna get your pasta in here first, and then you can plate it with the tomatoes. So all that garlic infused oil that you made, all that's now flavored your pasta. All right, let's get these gorgeous tomatoes right on top. I'm gonna save a few from my plate. There you go. That is how quickly you just put dinner on the table. Isn't that delicious? Okay, so let's plate it. This is the best way to plate pasta. Grab it up, bring it over to your bowl, and as it goes down, start twisting your tongs. Twist, 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 twist away. Some tomatoes to go on it. A bit more of the basil. And then, last but not least, get some more parm on there. Let it rain. Look at that. That's a beautiful serving of pasta. Let's have some. Mmm. Oh my goodness. When the tomatoes are fresh like that, it adds a whole other dimension of flavor than when you've cooked a sauce over the stove all day. It is so delicious, so screams summer. I hope you guys had fun cooking with me. I sure love cooking with you. Come back and see me anytime. Thanks for coming by.